Hi there everybody, welcome. It's Scarlet Pete's Self-Sufficiency and you join me on my machine knit series and it's the Tabatha tabard series. And what an epic series it's been. You've joined me all the way through, I do hope, on how to write your own pattern from knitting the swatch, how to measure and create the garment pattern, how to knit front and back, how to make the perfect neckline, how to stitch on the perfect neckband, and now finally it's how to graft or mattress stitch the neckband together. So my camera person Lily is going to take over at this point while I show you how to stitch. Let me just show you what I think you should be able to see here. Can you see a tight little knot and a long slip stitch? Tight little knot and a long slip stitch. What we are going to do is join the long slip stitches. That's what we're concentrating on. So as long as you look for those, you should be able to do what I'm about to do. Watch this space. Lily, did I see she got a video of the dog in there again?
She came to say hello.
Yes, but this is grafting. This is not dog. Right, so we are going to go ziggy zaggy ziggy zaggy. So let me do it loosely. We're going to pick up the side long stitch and we're going to go to the opposing side long stitch on this side. We're going to go through it like that. And then we are going to pick up the long side stitch on this side.
If I were you, I'd leave it like that just to be different.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Half open.
That's such a good idea.
Bit of a drafty neck there.
Like that. Ow, I just stabbed myself.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, she's so sympathetic. Did you hear that?
Do you use caution when playing with needles?
Yes, you do. You should. But I didn't, so I got hurt. Right, long side stitch. Can you see the knot in between that we are not playing with? We are just catching hold of those.
The loosest one.
Loose, long ones.
So that is pretty, the laddery bit.
Laddery bit. When I'm doing this, you wouldn't leave the ladder, you'd pull it together. But I am doing this so you can see how it works.
Don't you think it'd be pretty though? You could sort of make a B maybe, and that could be the stripes in the middle. No, there would be the wings.
Right. She's being arty.
And you could pull this bit tight.
Are we going to pull this now? Look, see, watch, we're going to pull. And the ladders are all going to pull together. Are you zooming in on that?
Oh, sort of. Don't know if I should zoom in even more.
There we go. We have pulled together.
It's a bit holy, isn't it?
Shut up, holy. That's just needs. That's a little hole. The other side I need to pull together actually.
See what I mean?
So let's go on. Stitch, long stitch, pull together.
It's amazing. I've already learned how to do this by filming you.
Have you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, the last time we were using this stitch was on a dog mattress we made out of an old mattress.
I thought it looked familiar.
Yes, that's what it is. It's the invisible magic hemming together. There you go. What do you think, gang?
It's not invisible at all. It's quite obvious that it's rather chunky here and perfectly knitted here.
Shall we undo it and start again?
Yes.
We could do it in a different way, actually. Shall I show you the other way? So the perfectionist here doesn't like it, so let's just undo it and start again. So as you can see, it's quite easy to undo, luckily, as somebody's being a perfectionist over there and doesn't like it. Right, gang, I've undone it all because the perfectionist didn't like that. That is one method.
Try again and do a better job this time.
Okay, that is one method of mattress stitching. Now the other method I'm going to do here is
1 minute.
is taking 2 stitches there, 2 stitches here.
Isn't there a way that you can replicate this design?
You can replicate.
Replicate.
Replicate it. Right, let's see how this one goes. 2 stitches there. And this is my preferred method.
And why didn't you use your preferred method?
Well, because I thought it would be easier for everybody to do the other one, so I thought I'd show them that one as well. It's easy enough to undo it all, isn't it? She's being horrible to me. I definitely need a new camera person. So now I'm just stitching, taking in
Yeah,
the
explain what
furrow,
you're
in the
doing.
furrow area almost.
What's a
Look,
furrow area?
the divot, the bit down.
Explain better.
There you go. Does that look better?
It does a bit.
Yes, see,
It's a bit close
this is,
together though.
well, I was going to say, you don't want to get it too close together, so you do try and keep it a little bit loose.
Sort of have a gap like here then.
Yes, so you can replicate the original rib that we are joining together. So now, how's that? Do you like that better? Can we zoom in?
Yes, it's all right, you know. It's all right.
It's all right. Is it only all right?
It's not bad.
It'd be nice if I could see, but there's a phone in my way.
You wanted it filmed, so you're getting it filmed.
Thank you, dear. So you take 2 stitches each side, or 2 rows they would be, I suppose.
Is this going to be finished tonight?
It's finished now. It is all it needs to do is put. Well, it doesn't take forever to stitch buttons on, and then the next job's going to be getting the linker out and showing you guys how to stitch up with a linker.
Before you sew that bit, show which bit you're grabbing, because I didn't
There,
understand.
look, see that bit.
We'll show the rest of it.
Not the side bit. It's the divot in there. You see where that divot is? So we're grabbing the side of the divot.
Which bit of the divot?
I think we need to do this again, a video on how to do this grafting in rib.
Well,
there, look, can you see? In an easier to see colour. Can you focus, please?
It is focused.
There you go, see, focus. There, I think that is a much better way to do it. What do you guys think? Is that better? So I'm going to continue, because it's a variegated sort of stitch here.
Oh, why didn't you switch the brown for white?
Right, gang. I'm just going to carry on and do the other side. And the inside you'll have a thicker seam area. The outside you'll have the invisible seam. I'm going to continue around the corner or round the bend and finish stitching up. See you in a moment. I'm getting told off here. She's telling me I'm not explaining well enough. So look, pull the stitch open. You see this bit here? We're going to go and grab 2 rows worth there. Like that. And then we're going to go grab 2 rows worth in the hole over here. And we're just pulling it together, not too tightly, loose enough so that it looks like the rib still, tight enough so it doesn't pull open. It's ever so difficult to do this when she's pushing the camera.
It's difficult to film when
you
your
can
fingers
carry
are in
on.
the way.
I'll just struggle on.
Exactly.
Trying to do a perfect job with the camera stuck in my... Ow! I just stabbed myself in my way. Just like that. You see?
That's a bit tight there.
Oh, look, the world is a critic. She's expecting this to be a perfect job, you know.
Well, you said you do it perfectly, so I was expecting my hopes were already high.
Well, what do you guys think? You can have a little comment and tell me what you think about it all.
See, I do not... It's not a defined bit where you're
Hey,
grabbing.
what time is it? I wonder if it's milking time.
It is milking time, and you're
I've
getting
got
me
to
to film
hurry
this.
up because she's supposed to be milking the cow now.
How did you can milk Jasmine? Explain to her why I was half an hour late.
Poor Jasmine, she'll get annoyed with us. She'll be mooing. Right, if you could please move the camera out of my way so I can finish
this
up.
way.
Oh, right, need to deal with those loops in a moment.
How would you deal with the loops?
I'm going to stitch them in there and hide them.
So you won't fix the problem, you just hide it.
It's always a good idea. It's like sweeping something under the rug.
Yeah, sweeping something under the cupboard. Or,
Yeah. Well, no. Do you
We've
do
all
that?
been there.
Do you actually do that, you naughty girl?
Sometimes.
I found out my daughter's secret. I'm going to go look under the kitchen cupboards now. I bet I'm going to find all sorts hidden under there. Right. Oops, a daisy do. Push that little loop inside where no one's going to notice it. Push it in there. Carry on stitching together. It's a bit difficult there right at the end. Oh, and I've unthreaded my needle.
Are you explaining what you're doing?
Well, it's a bit self-explanatory, isn't it?
No,
there
it's
you
not.
are, gang.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Well, it's just because you can't do crafting, isn't it? I don't think your craft orientated. Give her a horse and she can train it to be perfect, go sideways, kick a football, do all of that. Give her a dog and she can shoot the dog with her fingers and the dog keel over sideways and go, I'm dead, bang. Give her a needle and she just, I don't know, throw it at somebody knowing her. I don't know where this daughter's come from because she's not crafty at all.
Well, your original hobby was animals, is that not correct?
No, my original hobby, I started stitching when I was about 4 years old.
Yes, but you were always after animals, weren't you? It was always in your mind.
Yeah, I do like my animals.
You just started this to make the money to buy the horses, so that tells you more, doesn't
No,
it?
I did not. I started machine knitting. I must do a video on why I started machine knitting. I started machine knitting when I was 11 years old because my auntie said, do you want to have a play on a knitting machine? I said, oh, yes. And in that evening, I knitted my first scarf. My mum and dad bought me a knitting machine after that. Then I started a business at 11 years old. I won Best Young Business Person at 16 and carried on doing designer knitwear forever and a day. But that's for another story in another video. Right, gang, there you are. The neck. Let me shake it out. Which is which?
And as I'm being critical, it does not mean I do not appreciate the marvellous job my mother has done on this. It is simply saying things that could be improved. Like, I would like that
pink line around it.
No, I would like this to be a bit longer and a bit more puffy, not just
Hey, I wondered if you could put a roll in there to actually make it puffy, you know, some sort of stuffing. That might be a good idea, so it'd be like a sausage roll inside.
I'd like it long enough so it would just fall over, and twice the length, I think.
Okay, right, shut up. We have done the job. It is stitched together there, look, gang. I'm happy with, spot the join. Spot the join. Look,
Right
there
that
it is.
thick one.
Thanks. And there inside you can see the join just about.
Oh, you can't actually on the inside. You should turn it inside out.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Give me a comment so I know you're there. And come back for the next and last video of finishing off ends and stitching up.
What about milking the cow?
They don't want a video on that. And
But I need to do that before we do the last video.
I'm trying to finish my video off here nicely. And we're going to use the Hague linker to stitch up the sides. And the buttons are going to go along here. Well, you just spoiled it now, haven't you? So I might as well just say it's bye-bye from me and bye-bye from her. Bye.
Bye.